Are the Spot and Miles actually connected in the Spider-Verse movies? That's a really interesting question, and in this video I want to take a closer look at it because the connection between them runs deeper than it first seems. First of all, the Spot puts all the blame for his life falling apart on Miles.
I created you. You created me. I made you into a hero. You made me into this. Look at me!
He keeps saying that Miles ruined him, that Miles turned him into a monster. So in a way, he sees himself as the one who created a hero, while Miles created a villain. That twisted view is one of the main reasons the Spot becomes obsessed with proving that he's Miles' true nemesis. It's not just about revenge, it's about validation. He doesn't want to be brushed off as some villain of the week.
You left in the middle of a fight.
I did not. It was
Are you serious?
It was inconsiderate and super rude and a little cocky.
Yeah, you got me agreeing with the bad guy right now.
That guy. He's barely a villain of the week.
What'd you call me? We're finally gonna live up to our potential. You'll finally have a villain worth fighting, and I won't be just a joke to you!
He wants Miles to acknowledge him, to take him seriously. And that's where things get really interesting. Early on, Miles sees the Spot as kind of a joke, someone who isn't a real threat. But that attitude only fuels the Spot's determination. He experiments with his powers, and he grows stronger, so strong in fact that by the end of the movie, he's practically unstoppable.
I'm gonna take everything from you, like I took everything from you. What? See you back home, Spider-Man.
This shift makes Miles realize the mistake he made by not taking him seriously from the beginning. That regret is a big part of why their rivalry feels so personal. But there's another layer to their connection that's even more unsettling. At one point, the Spot shows Miles a vision of the future, something that shouldn't even be possible. In that vision, Miles sees his father's death and even glimpses a terrifying scene where a pile of spider people lay defeated. It's dark, disturbing, and it raises some really important questions. How is the Spot able to do this? Is it because his powers are tied to the multiverse itself, giving him access to things no one else can see? Or is it because his fate and Miles' fate are directly intertwined? If this vision is more than just a scare tactic, then it suggests the Spot has tapped into something much bigger than either of them. And if what Miles saw really is the future, then Beyond the Spider-Verse could be much darker than anyone expects. The idea that the Spot isn't just a random villain, but someone who's cosmically linked to Miles, makes their conflict way more intriguing. They're not just hero and villain, they might be two sides of the same coin. I honestly think we're in for a massive showdown between him and the Spot in Beyond the Spider-Verse. Personally, I really hope the fight doesn't end with the Spot suddenly backing down or giving up after some big emotional speech. If the climax of their battle is just everyone trying to talk him into regretting what he's doing, so they can stop him, it would take away a lot of the tension that's been building up around his character. The Spot has grown into a true menace, and for the story to really pay off, Miles is gonna have to push himself harder than ever before. I can definitely picture Miles giving everything he's got in this fight, and honestly, I don't think he'll be alone. I really believe Gwen is gonna be right there with him, fighting by his side. Their bond has been a huge part of this story, and having them face the Spot together would not only feel fitting, but it would also raise the stakes emotionally. The two of them fighting as a team could make for some of the most intense and powerful moments we've seen in the Spider-Verse movies so far. Now, how exactly this all plays out is still a mystery. The Spot has become such a dangerous threat that it's hard to imagine how anyone could actually stop him. He's gone from being dismissed as a joke to someone who's powerful enough to break the multiverse. That transformation alone shows just how unstoppable he's become. Because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if the final battle ends up being brutal, so brutal that maybe either Miles or Gwen ends up getting seriously hurt. Something like that would add a ton of emotional weight to the moment, making the fight even more unforgettable. This is just my speculation, of course, but one thing feels pretty clear: the Spot is deeply connected to Miles. Across the Spider-Verse touched on that connection, but it didn't fully explore it. The way their stories mirror each other, the way the Spot insists on being Miles' nemesis, it all feels like there's a bigger explanation waiting to be revealed.